What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Detroit Lions franchise, now or never. We are 1-0, and then last week we took on the Saints at home, and we won 38-21, and today we'll be taking on the 0-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm excited for this game right here. I think that this one is a game where we'll be going up against a very good roster. The only thing is Tom Brady has officially retired, so the quarterback now is Baker Mayfield. Going through the training, we had no injuries, but we do have an upgrade for Aleem McNeil, which he will be out for just one more week, and then we'll see him in week 3 against the Bears. But yeah, like I said, Baker Mayfield, the quarterback for the Bucs. But other than that, the roster is pretty much unchanged. Leonard Fournette and Rachaad White at running back, and then Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, the dynamic duo, both at 93 and 92 overall. Cade Otton will be at tight end. Then the left side of the O-line, though, for the Bucs just seems a little weak, but the right side of the O-line really good with Tristan Wirfs at right tackle. The defensive line doesn't look too good, but Vita Vea leads the front of the defensive line. And then the secondary looks pretty decent for this Buccaneers squad, led by Antoine Winfield, of course. But I'm excited to get into this game and see, can we have the same passing success that we had against the Saints? It is a Monday night game here at Ford Field. I think this is going to be a big season for us. If we can continue to win games and then make the playoffs, I think we could be a dangerous team. But one thing that we have to do is definitely play a lot better defense. And that will be very evident in this game right here as we're taking on the Baker Mayfield-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lavonte David and Devin White lead the middle linebacking crew. Those two guys are always going to be very, very hard to play against. Rocking the all-blue uniforms again for the second straight week here on Monday night. We're going to start it off with the Bucs with the ball for the first play of the game, ball at the 25-yard line. And it's going to be a run for Fournette. And Fournette coughs the ball up. And we'll pick it up, and it's Malcolm Rodriguez with his second fumble recovery of the season. The fumble was caused by Anthony Walker Jr. You can see him come in late there and force the ball free. I thought it might have been Hutchinson at first, but it was Anthony Walker who jars the ball free, according to the stat sheet. But it was picked up by Malcolm Rodriguez, and then Jared Goff, who threw 4 touchdowns last week, takes the field at quarterback. Ball at the 40-yard line. You cannot ask for better field position. First give will be to Jamal Williams, and he'll take it for 9 yards. We're looking to get a lot better running success this week compared to last. It's going to be a play action here on 2nd down and 2. Goff's looking across the middle, and he'll be intercepted by Lavonte David. The superstar middle linebacker picks it off. So the second interception thrown this season for Goff. In real life last year, he only threw 7 interceptions all season long. If we take a look at the replay here, Goff was trying to be patient across the middle here on this play action and target Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had a very good week 1. But it just seems like he didn't see Lavonte David just sitting across the middle, waiting for Goff to make a mistake. First down and 10 now for the Buccaneers, and the give's going to be to Rachaad White. He takes it right. What a move to get to the outside, and Rachaad White could go all the way. Can he be caught? He will be caught at the 11-yard line by Christian Gonzalez, the rookie out of Oregon. The blocking on the right side of the offensive line we knew was going to be good. 2nd down and 4 here. Fournette fighting for extra yardage, continuing to fight, looking a little bit like beast mode, and he's going to score, and the Buccaneers will be on the board first. 7-0 Tampa Bay. What a run by Leonard Fournette. We saw this a lot in college, and we saw it a couple of times when he played on the Jags, but he recently has turned into more of a pass-catching back, but the power was on display there. Touchdown Leonard Fournette, and the Buccaneers fighting their way to a 7-point lead here in Detroit. First down and 10 now. Lions got the ball in Tampa territory, and what a run this time by Jamal Williams as he takes it down to the 12-yard line. He's already over 25 yards here in the first quarter. He's having a much better performance this week compared to last. On the pitch play, we really don't run a pitch that often. Most times it doesn't really work, but this time it worked to perfection. You really can't draw it up any better than that. And then you get to the outside, and you can see the power on display by Jamal Williams as he runs over Antoine Winfield Jr. First down and 10 now. Goff's going to give it right back to Jamal Williams. He's going to cut up the middle. Jamal Williams will find the end zone. What a first quarter for Jamal Williams. And the Lions make up for the costly interception, and we're going to tie this game up at 7 apiece. What a cutback from Jamal Williams here. He takes it to the left, sees the wide open middle, gives it a cut, and then fights for the touchdown. You can't really ask much better than that. 4th down and 2 now. The Buccaneers set to punt the ball away to Jameson Williams, who has taken over the punt return duties. He's going to have a lot of room to run here. If he catches it, he's going to catch it on the run. He's fighting. He's going to fumble, though, and the ball's picked up by Joseph. Kirby Joseph makes a cut on the punter, and what a crazy way to score. Kirby Joseph picks up the fumbled punt and takes it all the way and slides into the end zone for a touchdown. What a crazy and bizarre way to score, but you'll take him any way you can get him in the NFL because points come few and far between. We'll watch it again. Jameson Williams catches the ball on the run, has a lot of room to run, just gets held up, and defender comes in and jars the ball free, but Kirby Joseph with the heads-up play is able to take it all the way, and the move he put on the punter had the punter looking stupid, and it was Christian Gonzalez who also made the block on the punter. 14-7, the Lions have the lead at the end of the first quarter. Only 15 offensive plays for us, but we moved the ball quite well. Other than that interception that we threw to Levante David, it was a really good first quarter by us. About midway through the second quarter here, though, Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers are threatening the ball at the 13-yard line. Mayfield in the pocket. He's only a 71 overall, but that doesn't matter. Chris Godwin in the back of the end zone, and what a toe tap by Chris Godwin. That's a very good decision and a very good throw by Baker Mayfield. We ran cover 2 on that play, so you know that top right corner of the end zone is going to be wide open, but it's going to take a perfect throw to complete that pass. It was a very good throw, and the Buccaneers have got to be thrilled with that to tie this game up at 14 midway through the second quarter. As we take a look at the perfect throw by Baker Mayfield, he had a lot of time in today's game. The 8 sacks that we got in week 1 against the Saints didn't happen this week against the Buccaneers. We totaled 0 sacks. 3rd down and 10 now. Goff's going to get out of the pocket, and he's going to throw it recklessly, but Pharaoh Brown makes a tremendous catch. Levante David was thinking about his second interception of the game, but Pharaoh Brown, looking like a very good top-tier tight end, coming back to fight for the ball, high points it, and that'll be his second catch here of the game. 1st down and 10 now for the Lions. We're moving the ball again, ball at the 30-yard line. Goff's got a man wide open, it's Allen Lazard, and he gets his feet down. His second touchdown of the season. Good celebration by Allen Lazard there, as that was a perfect play call right there to get Allen Lazard wide open. There was one safety, and he had to decide, which receiver do I take? Goff saw it, and Goff delivered the strike to Allen Lazard. You can see him get his feet down, just barely dragging that right toe. 1st down and 10 now, 21-14. About a minute left here in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield's going deep, and he's got Chris Godwin, who gets his butt in, and it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield drops back, looking across the middle, and he's got his tight end. It is Kreeft catching the ball. The least likely target you think would catch it. You got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Cade Otton all out there, and the backup tight end is the one who makes the catch. It was a roughing the passer, so it would not matter, but it would be 21 all at the end of the first half. A very good offensive display by both teams. Looking for the Lions to get a better pass rush here in the second half. Looking at the scores across the league, you got the Packers losing against the Saints and the Vikings beating the Bears 24-7. We started with the ball, but we were unable to do anything with it. The Buccaneers now with the ball. 2nd down and 7. Baker Mayfield's got all the time in the world. All the time in the world. He's still scanning, but he throws off his back foot, and it's intercepted by the rookie Christian Gonzalez. His first interception of his career, and that will be the first of many for sure. Baker Mayfield had all the time in the world. He could have sat in that pocket all day long, but for some reason he scrambled left and threw it off his back foot. Just a terrible pass by Baker Mayfield. That sets us up at the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Goff getting out of the pocket again. Is he going to throw it? He does. It's Allen Lazard. What a catch by Allen Lazard, and what a throw by Jared Goff. Getting out of the pocket 2 times in this game so far, making very good passes, and the receiving was just as good as the passes. Allen Lazard with one of them, Pharaoh Brown with the other. 3rd down and goal now, and it is Pharaoh Brown. Speaking of Pharaoh Brown, it's a play-action strike across the middle, and that will give the Detroit Lions a 28-21 lead here. Pharaoh Brown has looked really, really good in these first 2 weeks. We were unsure of what we would do at tight end going into this season, but if Pharaoh Brown can keep this up, he could potentially be a Pro Bowling tight end. I mean, he looks really good so far in this game. 1st down and 10 now, the 36 for the Bucs about midway through the 3rd quarter. The give will be to Fournette, and Fournette's got a lot of space, but does he have the extra burst to take it all the way? Sean Murphy Bunting will catch him at the 6-yard line, but Leonard Fournette now up to 144 yards on the day, we are unable to stop the rushing attack of the Buccaneers. And the crazy thing is they've been running it behind the left tackle and left guard, supposedly their weakest part. What a cutback by Fournette, and the Buccaneers will tie this game up at 28. Who would have thought we would have had an offensive shootout in this game? 3rd down and 11 now. Goff in the pocket. He's scanning. He's going across the middle again, but it's going to be intercepted. Again, he was looking for Pharaoh Brown, but it's Devin White on the interception, and he'll take it to the Detroit Lions 32-yard line. The two interceptions in this game by Goff were both passes across the middle where either he was just not patient enough or he just did not see the linebacker sitting there. Both interceptions today were like that. So Goff really having a tough day, but we were able to stop them and force them to kick a field goal, and they would take a 3-point lead. 4th down and 1, and Dan Campbell is rolling the dice. He wants to go for it here on 4th and 1. The quarterback sneak has been so good in Madden this year, but Goff goes for it, and Vita Vea jars the ball free, and it'll be picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tryon Shoyinka is the one that picks it up. We watched the replay here. Goff was trying to fight for the first down, but Vita Vea, just so strong, jars the ball free, and the Buccaneers are set up for an opportunity to take a 2-possession lead in this game. Now you're really going to have to rely on this Lions defense. 31-28, the score at the end of the 3rd quarter. What could the Bucs do? Could they take a 10-point lead? Mayfield scanning, and he's got the touchdown. It's Marquez Stevenson who scored for the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers would take a 10-point lead at the beginning here of the 4th quarter. Now Jared Goff and this Lions offense are going to have to forget about all the mistakes that they've made in this game and just play perfect football from this point on. Also, the defense was going to have to play well. Another big 4th down. 4th down and 8 now. You have to get this. If not, the Buccaneers would have the ball at the 47-yard line. Goff standing tall in the pocket. And what a catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown. And what an even better pass by Jared Goff. He put that in the only place St. Brown could have caught it. That would later set up a 2nd down and goal where we give it to Jamal Williams, and he would score his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. Jameson Williams was shaken up, but he would return to the game. A big 3rd down and 2 with 5.5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. The give would be to Fournette, but it's Alex Anzalone who would make the play, and Anthony Walker Jr. would combine on the tackle. 164 yards and 2 touchdowns, but on that play right there, Alex Anzalone filled that hole with power, and he stopped Fournette from getting the 1st down, and that would give us an opportunity with the ball back to take a lead or tie this game. 3rd down and 11. Goff scanning. He's dropping all the way back, but he'll hit Allen Lazard across the middle, and that'll be a 1st down to the 43-yard line. Move the chains, and you need Goff to make those plays at this point in the game. 2nd down and 3 now with 2:57 in the 4th. The gives to Jamal Williams to the outside. They have ran the ball with a lot of success to the outside in today's game. Another good run. Jamal Williams up to 129 yards. So both running backs have played very good in today's game. 2nd down and 6 now. Goff got a scramble. Who would have thought he has the legs like this? Slides down at the 25-yard line with 1:50 left in the 4th quarter. Goff using his legs to perfection. Pharaoh Brown is wide open on the seam route, and he'll take it down to the 10-yard line with 1.5 left in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10 here. Goff going to be getting out of the pocket again for the 3rd time in this game. He's going to run it here. Goff dives for the pylon, and he'll score the touchdown. Vanilla Vic. Jared Goff, got to give credits to Bengal right there. Jared Goff using his legs. Under a minute left, and we're going to take a 4-point lead in this game. What a play by Jared Goff. He gets out of the pocket again, but I don't think the Buccaneers were expecting him to run. Diving, putting his body on the line for the touchdown. And that right there is a leader at the quarterback position. That is who you want leading your squad. 2nd down and 10 now. The Buccaneers need a touchdown in order to win this game. They have 3 timeouts, 54 seconds left. Baker Mayfield in the pocket, and he's going to throw the comeback route. But Sean Murphy-Bunting is there. Did he get all of his feet in bounds? If he does, that's pretty much going to wrap this game up. Sean Murphy-Bunting with an athletic play to come back on the ball, beat the receiver to the ball. The ball just floated up a little too long. Sean Murphy-Bunting, does he get that left foot down? He might have dragged it. They did not review it. 2nd down and 8. If we get a 1st down, the game's over. Jamal Williams, perfect run, and that is going to seal the deal here in Detroit. And what an exciting shootout Monday Night Football matchup. We're going to take home the victory 42-38. We definitely have to clean up the turnovers, 3 of them in today's game. But the Buccaneers had 3 turnovers as well. So in the end, it kind of evens out. What a resilient day by Jared Goff and this Lions team. I mean, there were times in this game where I thought we were going to lose, and I think if it was the Steelers franchise, I believe we probably would have lost. But a very good game. Both quarterbacks were intercepted twice. But like I said, we had no sacks in this game as well. We were unable to create any pressure on Baker Mayfield, and he just did a pretty good job at getting the ball out before we got there to him. If we go ahead and look at stats here, Goff had 266 yards, but we had 419 yards of total offense, 24 first downs. We ran the ball a lot better with 174. The Buccaneers ran for 228 yards. Our pass defense was very good in this game. We lead the league in pass defense at this point in the year, and I think that's Sean Murphy-Bunting, Jeff Okudah, Christian Gonzalez. They've been really good at the cornerback position, and I think our safeties haven't had to do a whole lot so far this season. We were 4 for 8 in the red zone. Once again, we got to clean up the play in the red zone. But like I said, Goff, 23 of 34, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then he had the 2 interceptions that were both thrown across the middle. I mean, you're going to have those moments. But Jamal Williams, though, really led the way for us today. We had to lean on him a lot. 26 attempts, 148 yards, or 146 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then Blake Corum only had 2 carries for a yard. But also, Jared Goff using his legs today was very clutch. But Amon-Ra St. Brown puts on another clinic, 9 catches for 102 yards. Allen Lazard, 5 for 89 and a touchdown. And then Pharaoh Brown had 4 for 54 and a touchdown as well. Jameson Williams, though, really didn't do anything today. Only 1 catch for 7 yards. Penei Sewell was responsible for 2 sacks allowed, so that's his 3rd sack allowed this season. And he really is one of the better parts of our offensive line, giving up the sacks. But we had no sacks in today's game, like I said. But we did have 2 interceptions. It was Sean Murphy-Bunting with 1 and then Christian Gonzalez with the other. And like I said, we also had the forced fumble as well by Anthony Walker. I thought it looked like Aiden Hutchinson was the guy that did it, but he didn't. 2 fumble recoveries, obviously the Kirby Joseph punt return fumble recovery that scored a touchdown. That was really the game right there. If Kirby Joseph doesn't pick that fumble up and score a touchdown there, we could have lost this game. But in the kicking department, we didn't attempt a field goal in this game, but Quinn Nordin was perfect on PATs. We only punted the ball 3 times today. And then in the return game, Jameson Williams obviously with the fumble. We will keep him there in that position. I think that he has a lot of speed, which makes him a threat in the return department. Kirby Joseph gets an upgrade, likely probably because of the fumble recovery. But that's going to do it for this game. We moved the Buccaneers to 0-2. We moved to 2-0 ourselves. And next week we'll be taking on the Bears on the road. So our first away game this season. The Bears lost today, so they'll be 1-1 when we face them. And the Packers will also be 1-1, and the Vikings will be 1-1. But I'm excited to take on the Chicago Bears. I think we can easily beat them. We're just going to have to stop the scrambling ability of Justin Fields. That is, if he is even still the quarterback for them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you haven't, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.